Hello and welcome to the channel. This is your time to relax and listen to English in a calm and natural way. You don't need to understand everything. Just listen, breathe, and let your mind rest. Take a slow breath in and out. Let your body relax. Now we begin. Close your eyes now. Take a slow, deep breath in and breathe out slowly. Let your body become heavy and relaxed. Tonight, I will tell you a long, gentle story about a quiet place where everything moves slowly. Listen to the words, feel the calm, and let yourself drift into sleep whenever you are ready. It is okay if you fall asleep. Sweet dreams. Once upon a time, there was a small village near a big, quiet lake. The village was very peaceful. There were only 20 houses, a small shop, and one old bakery. The people in the village lived simple lives. They worked in the morning, talked with their neighbors in the afternoon, and rested in the evening. In this village lived a young woman named Emma. Emma was 28 years old. She had brown hair and kind brown eyes. She worked in the small bakery. Every morning she woke up early, at 6 o'clock. She made fresh bread, sweet cakes, and warm cookies. The smell of bread always filled the street. Emma lived in a little wooden house at the edge of the village, very close to the lake. The house was old but very cozy. It had 2 small rooms, a kitchen, and a tiny porch where she liked to sit in the evening. From her window, she could see the water and the trees around the lake. One spring evening, Emma felt very tired. She had worked hard all week. Many people came to the bakery because it was a holiday. She baked more than usual. When she came home that evening, she sat on her porch and looked at the lake. The sun was going down. The sky became orange, then pink, then soft blue. "I need a quiet place," she said to herself, "a place where I can rest and think slowly." The next morning, Emma decided to walk around the lake. She put on her comfortable shoes, took a small bag with water and an apple, and started walking. The path was soft and green. Birds were singing quietly in the trees. The air was fresh and cool. She walked for a long time. After 1 hour, she saw something she had never noticed before. Behind some tall trees, there was a very small old house. It was almost hidden. The house had a red roof, white walls, and 2 big windows. There were flowers growing all around it, yellow, blue, and white. Emma stopped and looked at the house. It looked empty. The door was closed, but there was no lock. She walked closer. "Hello?" she said softly. No one answered. She opened the door slowly. Inside, the house was clean and simple. There was a wooden table, 2 chairs, a soft bed near the window, a small kitchen with an old stove, and many books on a shelf. Everything was covered with a thin layer of dust, but the house felt warm and kind. Emma sat on the chair and looked around. "This place is perfect," she thought. "It is so quiet here. I can hear only the birds and the water." She decided to clean the little house. She opened the windows. Fresh air came inside. She found an old broom and cleaned the floor. She washed the table and the chairs. She made the bed with soft blankets she found in a cupboard. When she finished, the house looked beautiful and cozy. From that day, Emma started coming to the little house every evening after work. She walked along the lake, opened the door, and felt happy. Sometimes she brought a book and read slowly. Sometimes she just sat on the porch and watched the lake. The water was always calm. Sometimes small fish jumped. Sometimes a bird flew over the water. One easy afternoon, it started to rain softly. Emma was inside the little house. She lit a small candle. The sound of rain on the roof was very relaxing. She made a cup of herbal tea and sat by the window. She felt completely safe and peaceful. Days passed. Emma told no one about the little house. It was her secret place. She needed this quiet time. In the village, people were kind, but they always talked a lot. Here, by the lake, she could be alone with her thoughts. One day, Emma found an old notebook under the bed. It was dusty but empty. She took a pen and started to write. She wrote about her day, about the bread she baked, about the people she met, and about how she felt. Writing made her feel even calmer. Summer came. The days became longer and warmer. Flowers around the little house grew taller. Emma planted some vegetables near the house: tomatoes, cucumbers, and herbs. Every evening she watered them. The plants grew slowly and happily. Sometimes Emma brought her old guitar. She did not play very well, but she played soft, simple songs. The music mixed with the sound of the lake and the wind in the trees. It was the most beautiful music she had ever heard. One warm August night, Emma could not sleep in her village house. It was too hot and noisy. She took a blanket and walked carefully through the dark to the little house by the lake. When she opened the door, the house welcomed her like an old friend. It was cold at first, but she quickly lit the stove. Soon the room became warm. Emma made hot chocolate with milk and cinnamon. She sat on the bed, wrapped herself in the big blanket, and looked out the window. Outside, big snowflakes were falling slowly and silently. They looked like tiny white stars dancing in the air. The lake was completely white. Everything was quiet. So quiet that Emma could hear her own breathing. She thought about the whole year. She remembered the warm spring days when she first found the house. She remembered the long summer evenings, the flowers, the guitar music, the rain and autumn, and now this peaceful winter night. Emma understood something important. She did not need to run away from her life. She only needed small moments of quiet. The little house taught her that. It taught her to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to enjoy simple things: a warm cup of tea, the sound of rain, the smell of bread, the light of a candle, the softness of a blanket. She lay down on the bed. She pulled the blanket up to her chin. Her body felt heavy and tired in the best way possible. Her feet were warm, her hands were relaxed, her shoulders became soft. She closed her eyes and whispered very quietly, "Thank you for this day. Thank you for this quiet place. Thank you for this peaceful night." Her breathing became slower and deeper. In and out. In and out. The snow continued to fall outside. The fire in the stove made soft, crackling sounds. The little house held her gently, like a warm hug. All the busy thoughts of the day began to melt away, just like snowflakes on a warm window. The meetings at the bakery, the customers, the noise of the village, everything became smaller and smaller until it disappeared completely. Now there was only calm, only the soft light of the lantern, only the sound of her own slow breathing, only sleep coming closer and closer. And now, my dear listener, it is your turn. Imagine you are lying in that little house by the quiet lake. Feel the soft bed under your body. Feel the warm blanket covering you. Hear the gentle sound of snow or rain outside the window.